Hi friends, this is Nikki and this is Not Your Story, a podcast about tips and tricks and things that you can utilize every single day to live a more purposeful and abundant life. So my birthday was on Tuesday, the 27th. I turned 27 and I cannot believe that I'm almost 30. So turning 27 just made me reflect on my life and the things that I have learned throughout my lifetime, through all the adversity that I've gone through all the struggles, all the things that every single person goes through. But I feel like going through all of those things have turned me into the person that I am today, and for that I am thankful. So I want to share about 26 things that I've learned in 26 years of being alive in honor of my birthday, and I want to share with you a few things that I think is very helpful when facing adversity and challenges in every single day life that we all go through. And these are things that you can, kind of lean on for support and just kind of motivation, and just kind of keep as a reminder as going through life so that you can focus on your purpose and your mission and the thing that you're here to do. So the first thing that I learned, unfortunately, is life is short. You have to do what you want to do, that makes you happy, that fulfills you, that makes you a better person every single day, because life is short. Number two, it's never as bad as it seems. And I find this to be so true, because a lot of times we think it's so bad, it can't get worse. And I promise you, it is never as bad as it seems, no matter what the situation is. A new life is one decision away, which is an amazing thing to think of. Is you are so close to your dream life. It's just one decision away, and that decision has to be made by you. You are the author. You can decide what way your life goes, what it turns into. Just have to keep that in mind when deciding what you're going to do every single day. You will outgrow people. Unfortunately, not everyone in your life will be there for the rest of your life. So you may have found people in your past, you are just not interested in the same things, you don't have much in common. Even if they were your best friend when you were younger, you may have outgrown your interests, and that's okay. You will attract people on the same frequency as you. So if you are finding, like I said, you're outgrowing people, they're just on a different frequency. Everyone has their own journey, and not everyone is going to be in your life forever. But the caveat to that is you will also attract people that are in the same frequency as you. So they always say, like, put yourself around people that you want to be like. You are the average of the 5 people you are around the most, and that is so true, because frequency is what's the word? Contagious, or it rubs off. So if you're around people with lower frequency than you or higher frequency than you, you will start to average your frequency to theirs. So you'll like I said, you'll attract people with attract more people with the same frequency. You are attracting everything you believe to be true. So for instance, if you believe money is evil, you will not attract money. And with that being said, you will probably subconsciously get rid of money through a ticket that comes in the mail, or just having to pay the utility company more, or your car breaks down, things like that. You are trying to subconsciously get rid of money because you believe money is evil. So you believe what you attract what you believe. If you believe money is abundant and it gives you choices and all these things, then you'll attract more. So that's a good thing to note, because if you need more money in your life, you have to change your subconscious to believe that you can get some. Morning routines are necessary for success. Go listen to my first podcast, go watch my YouTube video. I go over my morning routine and how I believe it is necessary for success, and the things that I have found that works for me. Gratitude practice will change your life. Single-handedly will change your life. If you just do anything that you change in your life, if you just take 5 minutes at the end of the day, 5 minutes before you get out of bed, or 30 seconds before you get out of bed, it can be that short and that simple, and you just go over and take inventory of the things that you're thankful for, you will attract more of those things. The more gratitude you have, the more things you will attract. Personal development is constant. You may feel like you're like, okay, great, I read that book, I watched that YouTube, I did this thing, I took that class, I worked out, I did all these things, and you think you're done. You're like, okay, cool, figured out all I need to know. Nope. It is constant. You will have to personally develop yourself until your last day on earth, because you're always evolving, you're always learning new things, you're always becoming a new person, even though you don't even really recognize it. But you have to match your energy, like I said. So you have to learn new things in every stage of your life. So that's very constant. This next one actually was brought up by my fiance, but it's really true. Like, it's a lonely journey to find your purpose and your passion. I'm going to do a whole podcast about this one, but it is really true. Like, going on this path to figure out why you're here, what lights you up, what fulfills you, is lonely. And like I said, you'll outgrow people, you'll not be interested in the same things. So you just have to understand, like, it's lonely, but you will have people there along the way to guide you. So just make sure that you are open to whoever comes into your life. They won't believe you until it's done. I don't know how I can make this one more crystal clear. Unfortunately, people will doubt you until it's complete. Because if you just have to have enough belief in yourself to believe more than any person doubts you. Or any person that believes in you. But realistically, like, everyone will say you can't be done until you do it. So just keep your head down and don't worry about what everybody else thinks, and just do what you know you're supposed to do. No one truly cares what you do. They have their own life. I wish I would have known about this when I was in high school. Seriously, no one really gives a shit about what you do because they're dealing with their own stuff. I mean, they may have opinions, they may, you know, the bots may say something on Instagram, whatever, but when it comes down to it, like, they'll think about you for 5 minutes and then forget. You know, they'll leave that comment and then forget. Like, they have other things going on. So if you go every single day thinking like this, I mean, imagine the things that you stop yourself from doing, like starting this podcast. Imagine the things that you stop yourself from doing because of the thought of someone judging you for it. Or, oh, what are they gonna think? What is my, you know, second grade classmate gonna think from elementary school? Like, they don't care about you. As much as you think they might, they really don't. People won't remember what you do, but they'll remember how you made them feel. So if you go and approach every single day as if, like, I want to make someone's day a little bit better today, or I want to make that person feel loved and appreciated, and I want them to remember that I was that person that supported them and filled them up when they were having a hard time. They will remember that. They won't remember you, you know, doing the big romantic gestures, but they will remember how you made them feel in that situation. And you can take it to the point where, like, they won't remember you getting their Amazon gift card, but they will remember how you made them feel when they received a gift and they weren't expecting it. You have to forgive. You have to forgive to grow. Don't just forget. Just don't forget I'm going to start that again. You have to forgive to grow. Just don't forget the lesson from it. Forgive to grow. So with this one, it really touches home with me because there's a lot of things in my past that could have easily held me back from my personal development journey and becoming the person I am today. But I had to really sit with myself and say, listen, like, I have to forgive everything that's happened in my past, every person that's hurt me, everything that I've gone through. I've had to forgive those situations, those people, those, you know, work through those emotions and all of that, just to forgive the things, people, places that hurt me, so that I can grow and become a better person. But there's a lesson in every single pain point in your life. There's a lesson. You can either think of life like life happens to you, or life happens for you. And if you think about it like life happens for you, you'll always find a lesson in every situation, no matter what it is. You are not defined by the life you were given. So this is a big one also, like, you can choose what your life is. You cannot choose how it starts, but you can choose how it ends. And the life that you were given was given to you for a reason, because one, you have to learn something from that situation to become the best version of yourself. And two, you have to decide to bet on yourself to have the life of your dreams, no matter what situation you were born into. Trauma doesn't have to define you. And again, coming back to my past, like, you don't have to allow trauma to define how your future goes. You can forgive, learn the lesson, not allow it to define you, the situation that you were put in, and you can live the life of your dreams. Just, you have to believe in yourself enough and understand that life happens again for you, not to you, and keep moving forward. Every person has the decision to be good, to be a good person. And then number 18, the people who are not a good person, it's not their fault. Their shadow side, in parentheses, their child within, is lost. So if you look at every situation as a person or a child, so like your child, your shadow self is often referred to as your child trying to keep you protected, because that side of you is always in fight or flight mode, wants to be comfortable, wants to be secure, doesn't want to grow, doesn't want to be uncomfortable, is scared of taking leaps of faith, and will try to hold you back. The people who are not good people are just their child within, their shadow self, is lost. And if you look at every single person in that viewpoint, you can find more grace for them, more empathy for them, and it will allow you to live a happier life, because you'll look at everyone as a way of, like, you're not a good or a bad person, you are just lost, or you are not. You are chosen here for a reason. I 1010% believe that you are put here on earth, every single person was, for a purpose, for a reason. I believe that your higher being, your higher self, chose this life, chose this body, chose the situations that you go through for a reason, for you to learn lessons that you're meant to learn while you're here. Most people know what that reason is, but hold themselves back due to fear. Again, your shadow self trying to hold you back, trying to keep you comfortable. But unfortunately, if you listen to that shadow side of yourself, you are never going to live your dream life, because that is on the other point of fear. And it's on the bridge of fear. You have to cross the bridge to get there. And unfortunately, there's scary shit on that bridge. And your shadow self, your child within, would rather not do that. So it's going to cause you a lifetime of struggle and unfulfillment. You have to be able to cross that bridge. And like I said, most people, I believe, already know what that is, but it's hard to admit that you understand what it is, or you know what it is, because then you have to take the steps to get there. And that's scary, isn't it? You know, it's scary to put yourself out there. It's scary going back to, like, nobody really cares about what you do, but it's scary to think that, oh my God, they're gonna judge me, they're gonna think this, they're gonna say this. It's all scary, but what you have to do is you have to face that, face your shadow self. Like, why are you doing this? How can we get through this together? Because you deserve it. You deserve to fulfill your purpose while you're here. Life is short. Manifestation happens when action happens. 1010% believe this. You cannot just stare at a vision board all day and pray that the money falls into your lap without moving a muscle. It doesn't work like that. I 110% believe that once you start moving in the direction of your higher self, things start happening to you that you think are manifested, but realistically you are just aligning yourself with that frequency, putting in the action, and the universe is rewarding you with the things that you truly want. So manifestation happens when action happens. So take that first step and then see what happens. Take the first step out of uncomfortable and see what happens tomorrow. It's an amazing world out there, and there is nothing that you can't do. You just have to, again, take the first step. You must become friends with your shadow self. Mentioned it before. You have to face your shadow self. Why are you doing this? Why are you holding me back? Subconsciously, why am I getting rid of all of my money? What am I afraid of? What is my relationship with money, my health, my friends, my family, my love life, all these things in your life? What is your relationship with it? And where could your shadow self be sabotaging those things in your life and holding you back from what you truly want? And then once you face that, start working through the things that you're afraid of and start telling yourself, like, this is okay, I'm okay, and putting yourself in uncomfortable situations so your shadow self builds a backbone, understands that no matter what you go through, you're fine, and then you can do more things. People may not understand, but they were not given your vision. So everyone was given a vision. Everyone has an idea of their dream life. Everyone on some level knows why they're here. And the people may say you're crazy, but why do we care in the first place? I don't really care about you. People may not believe you. They might not say it's possible, but nothing was possible until it was done. There's so many things that are in our day-to-day life. Electricity, lights. People thought that was impossible back then, but it's just a part of our daily life now. So just understand, like, people may not understand until you complete the thing that you're supposed to do, because they were not given your vision. Only you know what that is. Money is energy, and energy is abundant. This is actually one of the things that I say every single day on repeat, because again, you have to come face to face with your relationship with money. If you're always struggling with money, you don't know why, you're like, oh my god, I just got that big check, but like, why do my bills seem more this month? Why is all of my money gone? Yada yada yada. You probably have a bad relationship with money, and it's not your fault. Our brains are developed, like the way we think and kind of go through life is developed by the age that we're 7. So the things that were programmed into our subconscious at that young age become truth in our real life now. So if you are someone that all of your money, you can never hold on to it, it comes and it goes, you don't know why, then you probably have a bad relationship with money. And you got to figure that out and write it down, and where did it come from? What was told to you when you were younger? Money doesn't grow on trees, it's a common one. What do I look like? I'm made of money? That was when I heard a lot. And you just have to understand where that came from and rewire your subconscious through affirmations, through gratitudes, through visualization, manifestation. All those things can help you rewire your brain so you have a better idea and a better outlook on money, and then also being thankful for it. So one thing that I do a lot is, like, if I find a penny on the ground, I thank the universe. Thank you so much, universe. If I save a couple dollars because, I don't know why I would save a couple dollars at the grocery store, then I thank the universe for it. Like, you have to be grateful for the money that you do get to get more. Celery juice is a health staple. So I got really into celery juice. I'm really into it now, and I truly believe it is a health staple. If you haven't looked into the science behind it, I would. It's really interesting. You can look it up in the medical medium. A lot of good information about celery juice. I don't know, let's just put it there. You are the author of your story, and you can rewrite it as many times as you want. You are the creator. Like I said, I've mentioned this before. You are not defined by the circumstances that you are given, but you can change the way your story ends. You can change it as many times as you want, right? Like, if you go down a career path, you realize it's not for you, then try something else. If you hate a job, then get a new one. Like, there's nothing set in stone. You can change your story as many times as you want. You are the author, you're the creator. You can decide what happens in your life. You can decide what you do, who you are. If you want to change the person you are today, then do it. If you want to be someone else, then do it. Like, you are the creator. So don't let circumstances and society and friends and family and the opinions of others hold you back, because you can do anything that you want in this life. So those are 26 of the 26 things that I've learned in 26 years of being alive. I'm sure there's more, but those are the things that I kind of live by. I mean, it's really interesting being 26, almost 30, and having to go through a lot of difficult things at such a young age, and being able to choose how my life turns out. And that's why I created this podcast, because I just want to remind everybody that, again, you are the creator. You can do anything that you want, and it's just up to you. It's one decision away. Your dream life is one decision away. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm so excited to have this one go out. It's so near and dear to my heart. And I appreciate you all for listening, and I hope you have a beautiful day.